How do you kind of pick that stuff up?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I feel space pretty well as an individual. That's one thing I take pride on. But definitely work on it, pocket movement every day. You can feel out the space, but then it's how you move within it, so keeping my base and being able to still deliver balls and situations like that.
There were a few deep balls today that maybe probably didn't go the way that you wanted them to. Just what do you feel like needs to be cleaned out for those balls to start to be connected?
I was just a little antsy, that'll happen, but just getting back to work and excited to go throw those balls and take care of them in practice now. Bring out heroes kind of like a jamboree, game day atmosphere and some form or fashion, but it's nothing I need to fix. It's just going to take more reps and just letting it fly and connect on game day.
Dillian was really talked about before, like working in the stadium to try and simulate the game atmosphere as much as you can before you guys get into games. So you said you felt it here. Like, what about this place made you feel like that game atmosphere?
Oh, it's just the fans. Everybody being around and having a little bit of more pressure. Everybody's filming stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun. It's my favorite place to be, and everybody's prepared for the Camp T scrimmage on Saturday when all the fans come out. So it was a lot of fun, and we got to simulate that somewhat in the stadium in terms of just how the stadium looks, because everything's different in there with the lights at night and night games and all that. But we have no fans, obviously.
Awesome, thanks, Sam.
Appreciate you.
Sam, obviously Jordan Tyson today showed up in a boot. Any comments on missing him today or just in general going forward?
Yeah, I love playing with Jordan. He's a hell of a player. Always sad when he's not in the game, but he'll be fine. He'll be back pretty soon. I don't know the exact date, but I'm just excited to get back to work with him and hear how his recovery process goes.
How do you feel about your own game today? Obviously, kind of growing into the scrimmage more and more as time went on. Do you feel like you did a good job for the standard you might have set for yourself before the league started?
Yeah, I mean, that first drive, ball slipped out of my hand. That was annoying, but shake back from that. Played well the rest of the scrimmage. Obviously, won a couple reads back, a couple of protection checks. You're always going to have plays like that. But overall, I feel like I played well. I was happy how the 2-minute came out at the end and on a good note. So, always gonna be able to get back to work, but never satisfied.
Some receivers made some big plays for you today. Obviously, made you in the end zone today, and Leavitt playing some good catches as well in traffic. What do you make about the confidence you have in your guys when you're making some reads, and you might know it's a little bit tight, but you want to go?
Yeah, put the ball up and let them go make a play, because they're all great players. That's why we recruited them, and I got to see them every single day in routes on air and one-on-ones, and we got to see those balls get completed all the time. So it's nothing that on game day or out here in an 11-on-11 situation where I'm not expecting them to come down with the ball. So it's just reps and practicing with them and seeing how they play.
Individually, do you feel like you have to go and change now, or have to improve on with the next couple of weeks before the season starts?
Just getting quicker reads, quicker to my back. There's a couple times where I should have came to my back, get off the first reads a little faster. I'm sitting on them a little bit too long. I'd say that's probably the biggest thing. Yeah, we'll go watch film and decide after as well.
Coach, just putting the initial turnover behind you to have a strong day.
Yeah, it actually made me a little excited. Like, okay, it made me a little fiery. So I got my guys juiced up, ready to go. Got the nerves out, and I was like, bet, let's go, come on. So I was kind of excited that happened. Obviously, you don't want it to in the moment, but had a good shake back, and our team responded well.
Do you feel you've separated yourself a little bit from the rest of the group as the main guy?
I mean, I always feel like I'm the better player. That should be how every single player feels innately. I'm going to go talk to the coaches, and we'll figure it out. It's nothing I'm worried about. Just going to keep getting better, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Coach said you had a good day. How good did you feel out there, and what are the things you liked about what you did out there?
I thought I responded well after the first series. Missed a couple deep balls that I really wish I would have had back, and then was able to make some plays at the end of the game and be smart with the ball in the second half, and just be able to respond, because stuff's going to happen in the game, and it's all about how you bounce back. You can't let the last play impact you on the next one. So I was really happy about that.
How much do you think you guys have grown as a team in these last 5 days? How much do you guys come together? How much have you grown as a leader and so on?
Yeah, I mean, it's just when you sleep in a cabin with 10 guys and just joke around at night, and you're able to really understand who they are as individuals in every facet of life, because you can only get certain aspects of people when you go hang out. They might be in a good mood, so you catch them in a bad mood after practice, and you get to spend the day with them, so kind of get to know them. And then on the field, you're able to see that face, and it's a face that you've seen all the time, and when you're down, you've seen. So you're able to come back and look at them and really demand more and expect more out of them, and they're going to return the favor. So we've grown a lot, and I'm super excited to see how much more we can grow.
How was the hike last night?
Oh, it was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm not a big hiker, but being with the team, we were playing a bunch of music, so that was a lot of fun. And on the way down, I was going a little fast, so that was my favorite part.
So as a member of the Pat Tillman Leadership Council, even as a newcomer, how do you see kind of your growth as a leader since you've gone in Tempe, and how the guys have really kind of responded to you when you're kind of taking in the driver's seat to QB1?
Yeah, spring ball, for me was I was coming at people too harsh. I was too uptight, like I said last time. So I was bringing down on other people, and going into fall camp, me and Dilly talked about it a bunch, and I heard him say it in the media as well. So when you bring something up in the media, that makes it a bigger emphasis for me. So just being able to talk to people better and find out who responds in different ways. My center might respond to me different than my receiver, because they might be a little bit more prima donna. So just understanding that and coming at people and building the relationships, and that's how you can progress from there.
What did it mean to you to be named to the council?
It means a lot, especially coming in from December, because it shows my work ethic. How much I care for the game and care for people. Even in spring, I wouldn't say I was the best teammate, but I was trying to do everything I could as an individual and player, to enhance the team. But it was pretty special to hear.
You talked yesterday about how consistency you think is going to be one of the deciding factors in determining that QB1 spot. And Kenny's talked a lot about how you've overcome adversity a couple days ago and then today in the scrimmage as well. What are some other aspects of your game you think are consistent that you've kind of separated yourself in that regard?
Yeah, as a quarterback at any level, consistency is the main thing, especially on our team when you got players around you. All you got to do is get the ball in their hands and let them go make a play. I don't have to be a superstar. I don't have to be Superman out there. That's what Scat told me today. So it kind of let me relax and just go play my game and get the ball to my playmakers and let them go play.
When you do have to kind of overcome adversity and things, does that kind of give you a little extra push or kind of feeling to do better if you have to overcome something at the beginning?
Yeah, there's two different ways you can think about it. One, you can think, okay, I have to go make up a special play to go make that up, right? Or you can come back and say, let's just put a good drive together and slowly get back into it. And that's what I did, and that's what I was super happy about. When put together a good drive, and the O-line was, playing lights out today, on all the 3rd and short and 4th and shorts, we got it, and that's big time. That's what we're going to need on game day. So I'm super proud of them on that aspect.
You talked about scamming and Cam and some of the weapons you have around you. How comforting is it to know that you've got guys that can get the job done?
Yeah, it makes all the difference in the world. I get to sit back on 3rd and 2 and let my running back go make a play. So we let the O-line get beat up, and I'm just looking at the sideline for the next play. So it makes all the difference in the world, and I'm just super blessed to play on this team.
Seems like you guys might be a run-first offense. Are you okay with that?
I wouldn't necessarily say we're a run-first offense. I feel like we air the ball out a lot, but whatever anybody want to classify as our offense as, I'm super happy to be in it. I love everything Arroyo and Dilly does and how they preach everything, so I couldn't ask for a better situation for me to develop into the player I want to become.
And I think there's a no. And I apologize if anybody else has asked this, just what was your favorite part of being up here? What did you like about this week? It's your first time.
Favorite part was just being around the guys in a different atmosphere. After practice, you gotta go chill in the cabins, gotta go to the creek, get food with them, and see what they're like in in their everyday lives, and because you don't get the full perspective of someone at the football facility, because they're always trying to come with a good attitude and all that. So you get to see when they're down and how they react to things.
Are you an outdoors guy?
I like to say I am now. I used to not be, but I've grown up a little bit more, and I definitely like it a lot more now.
All right, thanks.
Appreciate it.
Yesterday you said you weren't really expecting it to be like this, so I just want you to paint the picture. What did you expect out of Camp T?
I don't know. I didn't really have any expectations. I just thought about going in cabins. I didn't think it would be this spread out. I thought it was a little bit more condensed of a situation, but I love it here. I'm super excited to come back next year.